A very good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you are. How are you doing? It's another bright day. It's match day. Manchester United, the biggest football club the world has all been stand and still waiting for this time for the biggest football club to come into action. It's showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester United at Kenilworth Road, where we do take on Luton Town. That game will kick off in just under 50, 30, 40, in just under 40 minutes. The game will be kicking off. We'll be here to just watch it together with you. Let me know where you're tuned in from. The lineups are out, and I'm here to give it all to you. Where Erik ten Hag fields an unchanged lineup now. Unchanged, by that I mean no single position has changed, because Luke Shaw, guys, Luke Shaw is back. Welcome to the United Hotspot. This is the live watch along. These ones are always long. They are always long, but trust you me, they are worth it, especially when it ends in victory for Manchester United. But let's get proper into the lineups proper. Let's get into the lineup proper for Manchester United, especially because we're all concerned, guys. I've been telling you, Erik ten Hag seemed to be playing his cards on his chest, not wanting to reveal whether Luke Shaw will be fresh or not. Mind games against Luton. Well, there are no small clubs in the Premier League. You need mind games against any opponent. So mind games, and eventually our boy Luke Shaw is back and he's straight up starting in this one. So it's an unchanged 11. In goal, Andre Onana. Then we've got Rafael Varane and Harry Maguire in the central defense. Then we've got Diogo Dalot on the right, Luke Shaw on the left. In the middle, it's Maino and Casemiro. Obviously, Erik ten Hag plays them differently, but I hope he arranges them like that as two holding midfielders, Maino and Casemiro behind. Then you've got Bruno Fernandes there in the number 10 position. Then Garnacho, Marcus Rashford is starting, and Rasmus Højlund. I asked you a question in our poll section that how many goals do you think Rasmus Højlund is going to score? Let me know. How many goals do you think? Let me even see. Check how that poll is performing, because guys, it's an exciting moment, because for me, I was scratching my head. That's why I took long to give you my probable lineup, because I was scratching, saying, oh, goodness, who is going to start in left back? Who is going to start in left back? Now here it is, 63% of the 43 people who have voted so far said that Rasmus Højlund is going to score 2 goals. 16% 3 plus, 7% said three or more, and 14% said 1 goal. No one said Rasmus Højlund is not going to score. You are true Manchester United supporters. You're true devils, guys. You're true devils. You know what this club is all about. I've got my water with me. I've got some fruits with me. It's going to be a long watch along this one, because trust me, this game will not need so many minutes. By the time we get into the 90th minute, I'm telling you, Luton will be asking for water, and they will be wanting the referee to call for the ball, because it's going to be nasty on them. Højlund with a hat-trick. My prediction for me, Højlund scores a hat-trick. That's my clear prediction. No doubts about it, and it's going to happen. His first hat-trick. 2 and 3. 2 for Højlund. I love you, fam. Thank you for that prediction. 2 for Højlund. These are the things I need to hear. I like the fact that no one in the comment section has said that he's not going to score a goal. You guys understood this assignment properly. You know this club, but look at that. A strong squad. I think we are beginning to realize our starting 11. When is the last time we had consecutive strong teams starting games back to back? When is the last time that happens? Well, that happened. It hasn't happened in a long time. So for me, that's the energy I have. That's the confidence I have. That's for me the motivation I need as a fan to see that our club is not struggling with players. We are full of fit players who are ready to go, ready for war, guys. Let me just get for you the squad of Luton, what they're looking like. Of course, they've got what's his name? That big strike of theirs. Of course, they've got Adebayo. He's going to be leading the line. Then Colin Morris is there as well. Behind him is one of their top goals. Adebayo is their top scorer. He's got 9 goals. Ogbene Lokonga, big guy in the middle there, by the way. Expect some tough battles in there. Barkley, they've got Doherty, then Chong, then Menji, Osho, Bell, and of course the goalkeeper Kaminski. Were a bunch of nobodies. These ones are going to get a beating, the beating of their life. The last time they lost by a 2 goal margin or more in the league was the last game they played. They were beaten by Sheffield United at home. That's the last time they lost by more than 2 goals in their home yard. And it had taken a while. Now this time around, for the first time, they will lose by 5 or 4 goals. I'm telling you. On the bench, we've got Sofian Amrabat there. Shot number 4. Anthony is still there. No energy while I mentioned Anthony. Altel Bayindil, the man who apparently wants to force his move away because he wants more playing time. Apparently, I don't know what he was expecting. I don't know what they told him when they were signing him. Did they tell him he was going to be the starting goalkeeper ahead of Andrew Nana? I hope not. Matt Diallo, hoping this time Matt Diallo will come in and get some minutes because first half, I want a proper first half. You see, guys, I was watching the Arsenal game and honestly, Arsenal are winning their games comfortably. First half, they are scoring 3, 4 goals and stuff. Yes, let Amad Diallo come on. Let's see a bit of Christian Eriksen. It's been a while since we saw him. Let Fosun come on and enjoy. Let Scott McTominay also come in a bit and score some goals, add on some goals for himself. Let Sofian Amrabat do something eventually. So I expect this to be a comfortable victory. The reason why some of these players don't get a chance is because even against small teams, we struggle extremely much. We struggle so much, not against Luton, more so when we are fielding one of our strongest sides. This is one of our strongest sides. I need you to look at this properly. Let me put it right there for you. Good. So yeah, for me, I love the squad. Honestly, I love the squad. I love the mood in camp. I think the fact that Luke Shaw is back as well boosts us even more. It's going to be one of those games which I think we are going to get off the blocks early. I mean, we've got every right to come off the blocks early in this one. I mean, we picked our rhythm. We are playing against Luton. Never mind us being away. It's a small arena, by the way. The Kenilworth Road is small. It's smaller than the Sir Alex Ferguson stand of Old Trafford. It is smaller than the Sir Alex Ferguson stand. So imagine when it's full to if it's full to the brim, suddenly the noise will come and all and stuff. But all those cannot be excuses. We are a big club with big players who are used to playing in the most hostile atmosphere. So that's why for me, I think there is no excuse for us not to just take these ones to footballing school. It should be an interesting, or easy one for United. But let's look at the pile, guys. I remember, like Eric Ten Hag has been saying, each game is a final for Manchester United. Each game we play is a final for Manchester United. We have got Aston Villa and Tottenham to chess. Aston Villa 49 points, Tottenham 47 in fifth position, whereas we follow there with 41. We win. It's a 44. Then we are 3 shy of Tottenham and 5 shy of Aston Villa. So you can say that we cannot afford not to win this one, but also we need to score goals. That's why I say we need to score and not concede. Score 5, that will give us a goal difference of 5 goals. If we win by 5 goals to nil, but if we don't, then that again will take us back. We are playing against a team that has scored as many goals as we have. They have just conceded way more than us. They've got a goal difference of -12. Luton have conceded 45 goals, scored 33. They are 17, just a point away from relegation. That's Everton, that's below them. So they're a point away from relegation. It's always difficult to play against a team that's fighting relegation. We know that in football. It's always difficult to play against a team that is fighting relegation. They are playing for their dear life. So the way they are playing for dear life, with every game a final for them. Even for us, it's the same approach we are taking. That's why we should be beating and obliterating them, but not allowing them any chances, because they also need goals. Because who knows, it might end. It might all come down to goal difference, even in the relegation battle. So that's why for me, this is a big test for Eric Ten Hag. And the talk had started about Ten Hag being sacked, and all. It's games like this that are going to define the future of Eric Ten Hag. If we are not beating small teams like this easily. When Arsenal is having a nice field day against teams like West Ham, against teams like who did they beat their last game? Who did they obliterate? That team, I'm forgetting, but I watched the game anyway. So we should be winning games easily and comfortably. Even poor players at Arsenal scoring goals for fun, the Kai Havertz of this world and the likes. So for me, we've got to take control of games. It's been a long time since we took control of games. We're in charge, we're expressive, we're confident. Now there's news, of course, as we do go on to build up to the game. It's 31 minutes to kick off. Well, I'll give you some news as we do build to the game. Marcus Rashford is the talk of today. As you've seen in the video I dropped earlier on today, talking about how Marcus Rashford has been linked to a move to PSG. Apparently, PSG are interested in signing him like they were before 2 years ago when he actually had a conversation with their technical brain, their transfer master, Louis Campos, and they were so interested in him. But of course, by then the financial fair play and what have you, they couldn't afford to have Messi, Neymar, then add on Mbappe, and all these players they pay a lot of money. Then Marcus Rashford. So the money issues sort of curtailed the deal. But also United were still looking at him. He was our biggest player. He was our best player by then. But things have changed now, and we have since tied him down to a longer contract. His contract runs out in 2028. But PSG are saying now that Mbappe is going, he's one of the guys they are looking at to comfortably come in and replace him. Of course, it shows you how sort of football has changed so much that by the time you're comparing Kylian Mbappe to Marcus Rashford, the only similarity between the two is the sprinting or the pace. But in terms of football, really, Kylian Mbappe's football is way, 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 way ahead of Marcus Rashford. But PSG, with all their money, do not have so many options in terms of high-profile players they can go for. And PSG, we all know, is sort of trying to build a galactical approach like Real Madrid. So it's okay to say, whereas he's not good enough for Man United. He's going to be a galactical for PSG. So the interest is real, guys. It's serious. They want him, and for me, this is something that should be a motivation for him. I think he wants to leave. He has for the longest time wanted to leave. He knows that PSG will even give him more than what we are giving him. He has not been happy playing for United. Let him go. It's time for him to go, make that more money, but also restart life and his career. Maybe, who knows? He's only 26. That's at the prime age of a footballer. Who knows? In 2 years at 28, we might be going back for him because he's hotter than Mbappe or competing for the Ballon d'Or and stuff. So I think it's a good thing for Marcus Rashford. In all honesty, I think it's a good thing. So it's the motivation he must have needed. He should need to come out in this game and look for Rasmus Højlund, assist him, score goals. So everything around United for me points in one thing: the return of Luke Shaw. Everything points in one thing: we are motivated, we have the psyche, and we should be able to score to score goals comfortably. So that's for me a very important bit. Brighton and Hove has just ended. Brighton has just obliterated someone here, 4 goals to nothing. And this AFCON boy who was given such a beautiful welcome with the fans of the club coming, they have beaten Sheffield United by 5 goals to nil. Adingira, the AFCON winner with a brace there. That's Brighton for you. And speaking of Brighton, their manager, Dizabi, is one of those we've been linked with. And I also posted a poll recently about Dizabi, asking people who should replace. And I was saying, I asked who would you prefer to replace Eric Ten Hag, and 26% were for, of course, Eric Ten Hag staying, but 56% were for Eric Ten Hag staying, 26% were for Roberto Di Zabi, this Brighton manager who has just obliterated Sheffield United, 4% for Graham Potter, 4% for Jose Mourinho, and 9% for Michael Carrick. So you see that in the rankings, the fans of Man United, at least these are 117 people who made the vote in our poll on the whole United Hotspot. 117 people, 56% of those sticking with Eric Ten Hag, 26% going for Roberto Di Zabi. We spoke about him and, of course, what letting go of Eric Ten Hag would mean and stuff. But yeah, so we are going to, of course, now get into the build-up to that game of Man United taking on Luton, an important one. I just gave you the lineups. Let me just give you some bit of news concerning surrounding this game. We haven't been. It's 11 years ago. Luton suffered their lowest ever finish in the English pyramid when they came seventh in the fifth tier Conference Premier, while Man United were crowned English Premier League champions for a record 20th time. Now, speaking of records, by the way, our boy Rasmus Højlund has got the chance to become he's first of all the second youngest player to score in 5 consecutive Premier League games. That's one massive thing. The youngest was Nicolas Anelka. Now he has got the chance to now extend records, make more records in this game. With the pair now both Premier League clubs, Kenilworth Road plays host to this match in league form for the first time since 1992. That's the last time we were there playing them in the league, with the Hatters still in desperate need of points to keep their heads above water in relegation battle. Like I told you, we are playing against someone fighting for dear life. Rob Edwards' men enter the round just 1 point clear of Everton in the bottom three, but the Welshman was left to lament that his side weren't ourselves, in quotes, in a 3-1 form defeat to lowly Sheffield United, who have just been beaten 5-0 by Brighton, but they had a red card there in that game. That was arguably Luton's most disappointing result of the season, not least because it was the first time this season they lost a league game on home soil by more than 1 goal margin. I told you that. Now today they are going to be swallowing more than that. I want to hope. I'm so confident. And guys, we've been talking about the lack of rhythm, the lack of consistency. This is it. Games like this show you the consistency, because this should be a no opponent for us. This should be an easy opponent for us. Now, if we drop our rhythm against a team like this, then it will be sending us back to nowhere, because we've been at nowhere for the longest time, if you know what I mean. So that's why it's a pressure game, whereas it looks like an easy opponent. It's even a more pressure game for the manager, especially, but also for the players to prove themselves. Because if they don't come out, if you go to Aston Villa and post them like that, you're beating West Ham, you're beating Wolves the way we did, you should be bullying teams like Luton. So the pressure is definitely going to be there. There's no excuse. We've had enough period of rest. We last played on Sunday. We are coming back on Sunday. I feel like there should be every reason for us to just come and express ourselves without fear, without worry, with ease. That for me is what I expect to see. And I will not just be happy about us winning. I think the biggest joy for me will be in the manner in which we win. How expressive are we? How easy does will the victory come? Visiting Manchester United will be all too aware of what is tricky, what this tricky trip can be. As Luton have already run some strong clubs close. Indeed, the Red Devils should be confident regardless in the midst of some excellent form after winning at Aston Villa last weekend, ending a 13-match winners record on the road against top 9 sides in the Premier League. Drawn twice, lost 11. Now, for the last 11 consecutive times, guys, I'm giving you an interesting fact. For the last 11 consecutive times, we've been beating teams that have just been promoted. We've beaten teams that have just been promoted for the last 11 consecutive times. Now, that's a good start to take into a game like this one, a high pressure game like this one. I think it's a good start to carry into such a game. Very important. So this would be, again, more motivation for us to feel confident as we do take on this Luton. Very impressive there. Now, this week I've been listening to a lot of course, talk from Carrington and trying to understand how the mood in the camp has been. Of course, with the exception of the disquiet of whether Luke Shaw would be there or not, which is now behind us because he's in the squad. Rasmus Højlund has, for some reason, which is clear for reasons we've seen, he has completely won over the belief and trust of everyone at Carrington. Even your biggest critics, including Roy Keane and the likes, have all been convinced that Rasmus Højlund is destined to be one of the greatest strikers Man United will ever have. Now, for me, that lifts us by a mile, because any team that is going to be competing strongly has got to have a striker who will bring belief in the entire in the entire fan base, in the entire squad. And you see, for the longest time we've been lacking that. Now Højlund is seeming to just ignite that among all the Manchester United faithful, and that's why, with all confidence, we all feel like he will score, so many goals even in this game. And I remember Wayne Rooney, if you do recall, Wayne Rooney, who is one of, if not who is our greatest striker of all time. One of the things we knew Rooney to do is he would score goals against teams he should be scoring goals against, and it has always been bad to see that our strikers for the longest time have been struggling to score goals against teams that really have no right not to concede against such big name strikers. Now that is so good, because the weaker teams are more than the very strong teams. Now, if you can score consistent against the so-called weaker teams, even when you struggle against the stronger teams that have stronger defenses and stuff, you're always going to, it's going to be easy for you to pick yourself up as a striker, and you're going to carry the club because you're going to get more goals, because like I said, the weaker teams are more than the stronger teams. Many times there are strikers who come have got a good profile, but they struggle against small teams, and they will score against Man City, against Arsenal, against Liverpool. But when it comes to the weaker teams, they struggle. It's a bad sign. Just that it excites fans when you know that your striker scores whenever they meet Arsenal, Man City, they score. And there are players like that who are psyched up against the big teams, but against smaller teams, they sort of shut off. But I think we've had such strikers. I think is it Chicharito who was like that against big teams, would score goals for fun. Strikers like Danny Welbeck. Welbeck was a bully against whenever we met teams like us. He would score goals. Hoyland seems now to have, that consistency of scoring against. We have not seen a lot of him against big opponents, honestly. But for me, I love that against this weaker opponents, he's scoring goals and doing it consistently. And you look like if players around him are even more generous, he will perhaps even get more. Going back proper to the squad today, behind him, if he's going to score goals, it's going to be so important how Bruno Fernandes is playing. If Fernandes is still, and of course, we're now looking at pictures of the team coming through the Luton team. Of course, there's small Kenilworth Road. And then, of course, the warm up is on as we speak now. Looking good. Diogo Dallo, Harry Maguire, I see them look sure they are looking all right. Yeah, yeah, proper good body language here. And during the warm up, you need to look critically at the body language of the players to see who is jittery. But there is a bit of confidence and sort of cohesion. Rasmus Hoyland is threatening. Yeah, looking good. But yeah, so going back into Hoyland and the team behind him, if Bruno Fernandes is kept as a disciplined number 10 staying there, I think he's going to give more opportunities to Hoyland to score the hat trick. We all hope that he scores, or at least a brace, because for the longest time, Bruno has been forced to track back, which we have all felt limits his impact. Now, as it looks now, and usually this is how it looks. On paper, it looks like a proper 4-2-3-1 that has two holding midfielders, Casemiro and Maino. But when they start playing, we see Bruno coming back a lot, tracking back a lot, and Kobe Maino are also committing forward a lot. Most of the times, leaving Casemiro as the only one sitting midfielder, which has, for me, been a big problem in our playing style. I do hope that Erik ten Hag sticks to that. The way it looks on paper, and there are two disciplined holding midfielders, then trust Bruno, Garnacho, Marcus Rashford, and Hoyland up top to get the goals we want, but also trust Casemiro and Maino to play some long passes because we've got fast wingers if they have to. Very important. But yeah, again, like I keep saying, regardless, even if Ten Hag chooses to stick to his single pivot, and he's speaking right now, unfortunately, I can't play the sound because of rights issues. If I played the sound here, I think we could be flagged. But yeah, for me, I think regardless, even if he chooses to stick with a single pivot, we should be able to win this one. I had a bit of concern over Kobe, and I wouldn't have been surprised if Kobe Maino was rested for this game and maybe came on as a substitute in case there was need. But I mean, Erik ten Hag does not. It's difficult for him to take risk like that now, because Maina is an important player for him and how we play. He's like I've been saying, he's the guy who turned around our season. So he's still playing there. I'm hoping that he doesn't look tired like he did. But like I said, yeah, we have had a full week for them to rest. Really, they had, I think, 2 days off within the week. So really, I think they should be able to. He must have recovered, even if he might have been tired and out of steam. I think clearly he must have recovered. But without a fit Kobe Maino, it's always going to be a difficult game for Man United. And you saw how the first half was against Aston Villa, because he did not look exactly okay until he came back in the second half more organized and calmer. So it's Harry Maguire speaking now. We are seeing a lot more of Harry Maguire speaking lately. The man who was stripped of the captain's armband, but still keeping his head cool and down, and of course speaking to the media when he has to. Talking professionally, was speaking about how Erik ten Hag has proved that however young you are in a player, as long as you earn, you're given your chance and you take it, you will stay in the team. I wonder, okay, perhaps that is so for the most part, but when it comes to Anthony, it's a different story because Anthony has not taken his chance, but is still staying in the team, which is a bit disappointing to see. But regardless, we are Man United and we are back and strong. Every game we play now, which is a cup final, is building us, I think, and setting us up for what will come on the 3rd of March. That should be our biggest test. And the importance of all these games that we have, I think, first of all, for players like important players like Casemiro to get match fitness because you still think he's not at 100%. He needs more game time, more football in his feet for us to be able to think that he can go out there and compete properly against some of the best midfielders in the world at Man City. So a beautiful fixture. I think the fixture is friendly for us, but how we deal with this one again is very important. Is very important because yes, the fixture might be friendly, but if we don't take it a game at a time, we might be shocked and upset by one of the minnows of the season, which would be so bad as it will set us aback by a mile in terms of our progress. So yeah, 15 games exactly, rather 15 minutes, exactly 15 minutes to go. Guys, you need to let me know where you're watching from. I know the adrenaline is rushing, and many of you want to sit back and concentrate as you watch the game. But yeah, let me know. Uh, I'm surprised that we do not yet have a Rasmus Hoyland song. I'm hoping that after this game we'll come up with it. And I'm looking at some of the replays from our game against, I think this should be Aston Villa, and some of the passes and the way we're distributing the ball with Andrew Nana and the likes. And whereas we want to play like that and invite pressure on us, I feel like it sort of puts us under a bit of pressure. But I do love how Diogo Dallo stretches the pitch. Diogo Dallo and whenever I have the ball and how he stretches the pitch, but also how our midfielders go into defense areas to try and get the ball and stuff. But this play has not looked so good on us. This style of ours, we're almost conceding a goal against Aston Villa because of how Onana sometimes I think makes the wrong decisions because he passes whenever we're playing out from the back, it's at times I think we Onana makes the wrong passes at times, and many times I think we've been saved by maybe the individual brilliance of Kobe Maino there, or by luck, by sheer luck, or even by Onana himself. But we're almost conceding a silly goal against Aston Villa because of how Onana was giving the ball to Casemiro, who was wide on the left, but there were about 5 guys coming at him, and he was pressed there, so he was forced to make a turnover, which eventually resulted in a quick counter, and they were almost getting us. I'm hoping that we adjust this a bit because certainly Luton started our games and they would know where the loopholes would be and they would really try to come at us. So some adjustments in how we play, especially playing out from the back, for me, I think wouldn't hurt. They are important if we are going to contain this Luton team. Otherwise, we might want to see a different style of play from Eric Ten Hag, but it's beginning to look like it's putting us under a lot of pressure. That's what it's beginning to look like, and you don't want to see. We don't want to watch games like we are seated on toilet seats. It's not good. It's not good. So yeah, the predictions have been clear. United winning. Let me just even read for you some more of the predictions from various people and what they think is going to happen in this game. Of course, an unchanged squad is something we love to see always because we've struggled for a long time with changing squads all the time, all the time, all the time. Let me see what the predictions are by many people on the different platforms after seeing the lineup that's unchanged. This squad can beat Real Madrid easy. Uh, then we go win this one. All right, same 30-11. Let's go out. 9 goals in that net, boys. So people still have a lot of belief, guys. You're not alone. Odds on Shaw getting injured again. Okay, that's a bad one, but I mean, pray for Luton, my guys. Rasmus Højlund hat-trick loading. So many people still feel like Højlund would score a hat-trick. And how good would it feel for him to score his first hat-trick? Of course, we would wish it to come anyway. Of course, it would feel sweeter if it came at Old Trafford. But wherever it comes, we just need it, and we feel like this is the game that should be happening. Højlund about to show the Premier League what he's all about. Play for United. Another Rasmus goal incoming. This is the belief I've been telling you from the fan. Then, of course, I'm seeing someone who has shared a photo of the baby Trinity. If you're happy, Manchester United fans seeing the best chance in the world, okay. Let's okay. Gather here, United fans. Six in a row. So Højlund is looking to make it 6 goals in a row. And someone dropped an image of Scott McTominay having a Ronaldo R9 haircut. To show that he's a blend now of himself and Ronaldo the great. 3 points today, please, boys. Absolutely spot on, except Martinez returns from injury. But this squad, guys, when you look at it really critically, like someone said, this squad is too strong that it can take on and beat any team in the world, and leave alone Luton. But with the rhythm picked and adding Lisandro Martinez, even without him, with Varane and Harry Maguire playing in the back, you feel like there's this belief in this squad that it's good, and they are proper ballers. We've got a quite decent number of world-class players in there. It feels like a Man United squad. It's beginning to feel like a Man United squad. Of course, we cannot get too carried away easily, and that's why many people have still got jitters when United is playing. Your worry, and you would understand. But now more than ever, I feel like this squad has given me belief. I don't remember the last time I saw a United squad that I saw by on the team sheet and felt like, okay, this is a strong, proper, strong United squad that can come out there and beat anyone. I feel this for me has sort of proven we've shown that we've got elements there in us that can go out there and compete with anyone, which we would love to see, and that alone changes a lot in terms of how we play, how the fans support, the attendance, what happens after the game, the banter. That belief has been lacking in United. That fear factor. You feel like with O'Hela now, with the defenders we have with Maguire playing the way he is, with Lisandro Martinez when he's there, you feel like that fear factor returns in the team, and it's very important for a team like Manchester United to have that fear factor. I'm telling you, Man City now, Chelsea struggled to come from behind against Man City. Man City struggled to come from behind against Chelsea. But you see, they were able to do so because of the fear factor in them, of Haaland, who was hitting balls and missing chances, of Rodri in the middle. The fear factor is so important for a big team, and it helps you sort of win at least the psychological battles before going into the physical. But before, we are not winning any psychological battles. There was no player in our team we would look at and because imagine if Marcus Rashford was your biggest player. Really, he does not command fear. He does not instill fear in any of his opponents. There's nothing about him that will look or feel scary for any opponent. So for me, I think the most important thing we brought back is the fear factor in this team, and I feel like it's a matter of time we start seeing the best. We are seeing the best of players like Onana beginning to come, like Harry Maguire, players like Diogo Dalot, Højlund is best is looking like it's beginning to come. But I'm telling you, when Bruno clicks, because Bruno has sort of looked as if one of those players whose levels have not been really increasing or improving. I think he has dropped a bit in levels a little. Never mind him having all these beautiful stats, the goals, the assists, and stuff. But you all know what Bruno is capable of. If the levels of all these players step up, imagine if Bruno Fernandes, just engages first gear, which we are yet to see for a long time now. Trust me, with this Man United, that fear factor is going to be there. It's going to be huge, and we are going to be bullying opponents, and it's going to be beautiful to see. And that's why I'm saying this Luton game, it's an opportunity for us to see that happen, to see every player clicking, every player got their best game and bully Luton like we are supposed to. And then we see when we do bully a team like Luton and play passes easily, play with less pressure, confidently, believing in what we are doing, what then will the result be? What then will happen? Will it? Shall we look more? Shall we win more games easily? What will be the result of that? For me, that's what I'm dying to see in the Luton game. I know winning should be a given, but the manner in which we win, for me, is the multi-million-dollar question. The depth, I've been looking at our bench, and you see a bit of the depth there in Amrabat in the middle. Of course, the only weak link there on the bench is the striker. But clearly now, and many people are suggesting that maybe it's high time we started thinking about Scott McTominay as a striker and look at him as the backup we need for Rasmus Højlund, and not even try to go so much into the market to try and buy a striker. We mold him into a striker, but I'm not sure that is would exactly work, because there is a way he just sneaks into goals. Strikers could turn him into a striker if we take that direction. But yeah, the depth on our bench is beginning to look decent. You've got Christian Eriksen there. Of course, he's old and his best is behind him, but there is some good football still in him. You've got a bench that has Amrabat, who can play midfield and maybe add on in the back if he has to. You've got the same bench that has got a decent goalkeeper in Altel Baindi. On the same bench, you've got Amad Diallo, who is not getting opportunities, but you all know what he can do, what he's capable of. For me, that's important depth. We've got utility player Lindelof, who can come anywhere in the central defense and fill a gap when it's there. When you need such players, come when they are called upon and play them anywhere. There's a decent level of depth, and that's why there is belief in this squad that we can go out there and beat an opponent by 8. Some people was even saying 9. Someone was saying 9 goals. When is the last time we said that about a United squad? That you have that belief that the squad has the ability to score so many goals like that. So this feels good. It looks good. And if it feels good and it looks good, usually they say it is good. Yeah, if it feels good, looks good, then it is good, isn't it? That's what they say. So, guys, we are almost there. I know, of course, the pressure must be beginning to mount. If you don't have where to watch the game from, if you may be working but you've got your phone, you don't have the right streaming app to watch the game, just become a member here and just let me share with you that link. I'll automatically share with you the link where you can be streaming this game while you get on with your work and watch and also watch. We watch along the game together, because there's quite a number of people who have been asking me about that. Now it's action time, ladies and gentlemen. Enough of the build up. It's just 3 minutes to kick off, and of course we are in the stands now, where we are seeing pleasantries being exchanged between some of the fans and big delegates, as Manchester United looks to make it another win this year. We've not lost a single game this year. We can probably easily say this is our year. And the teams march on: Andre Onana, Casemiro, Harry Maguire, Rasmus Højlund, Diogo Dalot, the wonder boy, Rafael Varane behind him, body language looking good, Kobe Mainu, Luke Shaw, and of course Morris, one of the big guys to watch for Luton Town. And then we look at the Luton team there as well, cheering on their home crowd. Alejandro Garnacho, who hasn't scored a goal in quite a few games. Marcus Rashford, of course, coming out last. The man who is wanted by PSG. Trust me, PSG and all their chiefs will be watching him to see if indeed he's anywhere close to their Kylian Mbappe, who has opted out of the team. And of course, we now get into the pressure minute. I will tell you, whereas Luton is the home team, there will be more pressure on Manchester United, and Erik ten Hag will feel the most of it. as he knows that Sajim and Ineos are cooking, and they could cook him out if he doesn't come out and win this one. One more time, Onana in goal, same starting squad as we did have against Aston Villa. Diogo Dalot on the right, Rafael Varane and Harry Maguire. Maguire playing on the left, Luke Shaw on the left, of course, the left back, Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo as the two holding midfielders, Bruno Fernandes as the number 10, Garnacho flying in from the right, Rasmus Højlund on the left, and rather Rasmus Højlund up top and Marcus Rashford on the left. Substitutes altered by Indel, Victor Lindelof, Sofian Amrabat, Christian Eriksen, Amad Diallo, Anthony, Johnny Evans, Scott McTominay, Scott McTaminator, and Fosun. For the home team, Kaminski, Osho, Menji in defense, Ogbene, Sambi, Lokanga, Bakle, Doty. They're playing a 3-4-2-1. Woodrow, Chong, and Morris. They have chosen to pack the midfield, but okay, this is interesting. They have packed the thing about this Luton team that I've noticed is that they're a bit physical. They're a very physical team. They have got big players. So you should expect a physical game. It should be a man's game, this one. Especially going forward, I think there are some big physical battles we should expect. And usually they say you need to beat physique with physique, but at times you need to beat physique with skill. Skill beats anyone, doesn't it? But they're a very physical side, and expect them to even be more physical at home. We kick off in just under a minute. Kobe Mainoo, where is my badge? Where is my badge? Where is my badge? I've got a proper shot of my boy. Game time, ladies and gentlemen. United is putting on our beloved away kit, the white. Time for action. The battle for top 4 is on. Every game is a final for Manchester United. We haven't lost a single game this year. It can't be against Luton. Good physical challenge there from Diogo Dalot. Luton gets back possession. Luton are looking hungry. Try to force in a cross. So many white shirts behind the ball. Good clearance there from Casemiro. Oh, Luton are so hungry. First time opportunity for Højlund. Goal! Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund. Less than a minute on the counter. Højlund puts United forward. Bloody Man United. This is it. 3 goals, hat-trick. Two are Entebbe. You said 2 goals for Højlund. The first one is in. This is exactly what we've got to do. They tried to come at us so early. They got off the block so early. Overconfident. We kept it clear, but beautiful clearance there to calm the pressure from Casemiro. But what a mistake from this defender. Just gifted the ball to the most dangerous striker in the Premier League. You don't miss that as a good striker. The youngest player to score in 6 consecutive Premier League goals. This boy is 5 goals away from making it 17. The same number that Wayne Rooney scored in his first season as a United player. Use that information how you want. Højlund! Højlund! Højlund, the island! Højlund has landed! Hola! What? This is the domination we need. This is the dominating we want. Kobe Mainoo looking hungry and pressing. It's 1-0, guys. It's 1-0. Just 40 seconds. Inside 40 seconds of the game, Højlund gets us underway. You don't miss such a goal. That's the mark of a top striker. As they try to come at us, no pressure. Wow. Game on. Game on. Probably some of you hadn't even settled in your seats. Beautiful football there. Beautiful counter there. Højlund gifted with a miss. That's what a sharp striker does. That's what a sharp striker does. Capitalize on any errors, punish them. Don't miss such chances like this Nicholas Jackson of Chelsea that I saw. Hoyland, big guy, you know, he's such a bully. He's big, he's strong. So big and so player from Kobe. Ref, that's the foul. No, 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 no. This ref, protect the young boys. It's a, he has opted for a corner, but protect the young boy. These guys are big, guys. I told you how physical these guys are. This referee, we know they don't like us, but they should protect Kobe. His boy is 18. These guys are huge. They want to break his legs. It's a corner, our first corner of the game. Look sure to take. Beautiful delivery. Ah, that was close from Varane. That was close. Another cross there. Bruno is now the sweeper. Finds Kobe. Kobe to Diogo. Diogo finds Garnacho. First touch for Garnacho should be. Again, his usual thing, cuts in. Finds Marcus Rashford. Ah, beautiful shot, but yeah, it was saved. It lacked some bit of power, I think. That shot lacked some power to it. Man United is playing so calmly. I love it. There we go again. Kobe to Garnacho again. Garnacho finds Diogo Dalot. Master swinger. Oh, it was Bruno trying to find Rashford, but yeah, it's another corner. Well, pressure! Pressure! Oh, but okay, there was a sort of took a deflection, but I think Marcus Rashford could have done better with that finish. He can't be a better finisher than that, but of course, don't take it out from the goalkeeper. He stayed firm. The PSG wanted man. Another corner here. Bruno takes. This time he's looking out for the head of Varane, I think. The corners are looking out for Varane. Varane and Maguire are big guys. We are still forcing. The pressure is still on. Look Shaw tried to. The pitch looked so tight. The pitch looks so tight like we'd expect. Reminds me of Highbury. Oh, beautiful football there from Bruno. Marcus Rashford. Bruno, you cannot pass the ball to his back. He was running. He was making a run. Beautiful run from Bruno Fernandes. Does he score? That was close. Guys, Bruno looks good. Eh? Bruno looks stand on. Bruno looks like he's in the mood. I love every run he makes. Beautiful interplay there between Bruno and Hoyland. Beautiful. Oh, he was a bit slow. That was good defending there from the Luton man. Bruno is in the mood, and when he's in the mood, we all love it, don't we? Another corner, third corner of the game. So much pressure. Goal number 2. Goal number 2, Garnacho! 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 So Nacho! Garnacho! So Nacho! Bring City on! This is exactly what I was saying. We need to dominate these boys and take them to footballing school. This is it. Corner taken by Luke Shaw. Cleared out and first touch from Garnacho. Very good positioning. It took a deflection from Hoyland. Did it? No, that's Hoyland's goal. That's Hoyland's goal with the chest. That's Hoyland's goal. No, that's Hoyland's goal. That's Hoyland's goal. That's Hoyland's goal, guys. That is Hoyland's goal. 2 goals for Hoyland. That is Hoyland's goal. Who did they give that one? That's Hoyland's goal. The ball took a deflection. Beautiful goal from Rasmus Hoyland with his chest. 2 for Hoyland. Hoyland! 4 goals to Wayne Rooney's. Guys, we predicted a hat-trick. It could be no. It could be no. It could be no. Well, now this is looking better than I thought it would be. Oh, some beautiful fit there from Luton. We get it back. Marcus Rashford, there is no foul. Rashford, don't be slow. Don't be slow. Bruno sends it back to restart. Give it to Onana. He hasn't touched the ball here. First touch for Onana. Should be the first touch for Onana. Yes, finds Højlund. Luton with the ball now. Guys, 2 goals a brace already for Højlund. This is United. Good cross there. But Rashford, eh? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I just don't like Rashford's body language. He doesn't look confident. I think he's playing in his head. He doesn't look confident. The few minutes we played. 8 minutes, 2-0 up. When's the last time you said that about Manchester United away? They are passing the ball. Luton possess the ball. We are just quite compact, and again, get them on the counter. Rashford with his feet. Let me see what he does. Pass the ball. Pass the ball, Rashford. Pass the ball. Pass the ball. That's why we want you out to PSG. You don't pass the ball when you have to. Pass the ball. So many good runs there. So many beautiful runs from. He has so many options, about 3 options, but he's so desperate to score himself. Pass the ball. There is a forest of legs around you. That's the thing. That's why I keep saying Rashford's decision making for me is my biggest undoing with him. That's the biggest disquiet I have with him. Pass the ball when you have to. When he's supposed to pass, he does it. When he's supposed to shoot, he pretends to pass. Pass the damn ball. 2-0 is not enough. Good clearance there from Maguire. Have we come up with a Højlund song? Højlund, Højlund, the island. Man is an island. But it looks like Luton have more of the ball. They're having more possession of the ball, which is okay because they are home and we are calm. We are beating them, waiting for them to make mistakes, and we're effective. For me, that's a good approach. The way they can spend all the time on the ball, but if we are compact, we are more organized, and we're seeing every move they make. It's good. Beautiful pass there. That was a dangerous pass there. That was dangerous. I think we need to start limiting their time on the ball. That was a good long ball there. Beautiful run. But it's good how he was marked. He was tight marked by either, I think, Varane. Garnacho is down. Looks to be in pain. Is it an exaggeration? Let's see. Oh! Okay, he took some studs there. That must have pain. Yeah, that is up. No serious injury. Højlund, the island has landed. Højlund, what? Højlund, 2 quick ones. Wow, just settled. What did I miss? Bro, you missed action, Kenny. KK, you missed. Utopia. Rasmus Højlund is doing Højlund things. 40 seconds. One on a quick counter. They made a mistake. For the second, they just gifted him an easy one. Yeah, we're beginning to get into the rhythm now. We're beginning to be on the ball. Beautiful. Kobe, yeah. Kobe will just take this one to Garnacho. Beautiful shot. But Kobe again, his quick feet. Kobe is in the mood, guys. I don't know whether you see it. Kobe is in the mood. This is the Kobe we've been missing. He's in the mood. I'm seeing him. He's cooking. So Kenny, first goal, 40 seconds. Luton is passing and trying to press us, and then they make one mistake. We catch them on the counter, and we press them on the counter and force them into a turnover. Guy tries to pass to his Luton trying to come at us. But we have allowed them quite some time on the ball, and it's dangerous. That is it. That is it. 2-1. That is it. This is what I've been saying. Luton, we've allowed them a lot of time on the ball. We've allowed them a lot of time on the ball. We cannot be doing this again, guys. We cannot, not against Luton. We cannot be doing this against Luton. Look at the spaces, the acres of space I've been talking about in the middle. The acres of space. Again, there is one holding midfielder. Look, Holland is just arriving, rather. Maino is just arriving. This is what I've been saying. Eric Ten Hag needs to play with two disciplined holding midfielders. That goal is a Maino. That was in Maino's space. Casemiro was in his position on the left, but you see there is so much space on the other side. Maino was never going to come and recover. That goal came from Maino's space. It's because of how Eric Ten Hag wants to play. Pretends to be a 4-2-3-1, but it's like a 4-1-2 something. A 4-3-3 with a single pivot. One person on the base. It doesn't work. That's what I've been saying every day. Every day. Every day, a Premier League team will punish you, and they will do it again because Maino is more committed up front. It's how Eric Ten Hag makes them play. We are now beginning to invite pressure on ourselves. These guys are good on the ball. They are passing the ball. Now look at that. We are panicking. Beautiful, stupid pass there. It's bad. This is bad. This is bad. We are inviting them. Look at possession. Luton has 62% possession. This is what I've been saying. We have allowed them a lot of time on the ball. We can't. You can't be Man United against Luton and you allow Luton a lot of time on the ball. No, 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 no. And you say you build from the back. What do you build? You build with the ball. We're inviting pressure on ourselves. This was supposed to be a proper whitewash. This was supposed to be a whitewash. But they're passing the balls better and they are calm, they are confident, they know, it's like they know what they're doing. This is bad. We cannot allow a small team like Luton time on the ball, so much time on the ball. We can't do that. We can't do that. That's the turnover there. That gifted. Look at that calmness from Hoyland. Such a baller. Such a baller. Then the second goal was a beautiful. It's not even a deflection. It was so intentional with his chest. But that such a good reflex from a striker. Beautiful to see. That second goal. Because I think Ganacho's shot was going wide. But Hoyland was there to just make sure it goes in the right in the corner. But we have allowed this small team so much time on the ball. We are just like the Man U guys are watching and just waiting for a moment for them to counter. You cannot allow a small team like this on the ball. They grow in confidence. They're a home team. They're at home. The more time they spend with the ball, they are getting confidence and they are getting ideas. But Eric Ten Hag and having Kobe Maino commit more up front is a problem. You saw they exploited his space. He's making the boy look like a bad player. We should play with two holding midfielders, one blocking on the left, another blocking on the right. They always punish us from the same spaces, from that same space. I don't know how Eric Ten Hag doesn't see it. I don't know how he doesn't see it. The more they spend on the ball, we are playing like that. Kobe Maino running and committing more up front. We are going to expose ourselves in the middle. They will punish us again. Now Rashford is beginning to look frustrated and pushing people. This is bad. You cannot start like that. We are inviting pressure on ourselves again. We are inviting pressure on ourselves again. We are letting them on the ball. We are allowing them so much time to pass the ball around. We should be dominating. How can it be 62-38, yet we are leading 2-1 up? What's that? Hoyland again loses it. Hoyland again loses it. Loses it. Again, another through pass. That should be easy for Diogo Dallo. Easy stuff there. Good clearance there from Diogo. Again, you see what I'm saying? See where Kobe is? You see where Kobe is? If they were faster, Casemiro would be exposed. Garnacho, another opportunity. Okay, good defending there from, was that Menji? Again, coming back on the counter. You see where Kobe is trying to run and trying to cover back, but the distance is too much. He was again, that's the thing. That's the thing. We're looking disorganized. So foul. So foul. No, 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 no. I just, for me, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Eric Ten Hag doesn't learn. That's my problem with him. Eric Ten Hag, I don't know what. I think when you're watching football from the touchline, you see it different. I don't think it takes time to watch these replays. He keeps doing the same mistake, making the same mistake. It is how our midfielders plays the problem, and we could consider another goal if we continue playing like that. Single pivot doesn't work. Single pivot doesn't work. We should play with two disciplined holding midfielders. Free kick here. Takes in. Again, that was close. That was close. Two disciplined holding midfielders. This is the Premier League. It is a direct, very fast league. One holding midfielder will be exposed. It, it, it pains me, by the way. It pains me seeing that Hoyland is scoring his brace quick. That sort of kills his mood. And there you go again. There you go again. Well, how did Dallo end up here? Diogo Dallo. Poor pass to Bruno. Some pushing there from Kobe. Yeah. There was some pushing. Yeah, it's a foul. That was some unnecessary pushing from Kobe. Okay, this game is still on. This is going to be a long game. This is really going to be a long game. This is going to be a long game. Nice, Casemiro there. React. Look sure. Sending it back to Onana. Diogo Dalot trying to find Varane, but that's a poor pass from Diogo. Poor pass from Diogo. We are not calm. We are playing under pressure. It's like we are the weaker team. Like we are the underdogs. I don't like it. I don't enjoy what I'm watching, guys. I just like the score. I don't even like the score, honestly, because the goal we considered was exactly. These are the things I've been talking about for a whole month or 2 months. Every day I talk about Eric Ten Hag and his single pivot. Every day, and how it will cost us games even against should be small teams. Every day I say the same thing. Every day. It's boring, guys. We can't be saying the same thing against Luton. We can't be. How does Eric Ten Hag not see it? Luton just makes it difficult for any opponent. They will always make it so difficult. You've got to be so disciplined. 23 minutes played. Another crossing. Colin Morris there was trying to. Again, so many white shirts, but we don't close in men. Oh, good counter there. Bruno looking for Garnacho. Wow, what a poor ball from Bruno. What a poor ball from the captain. Poor ball. Colin Morris. Again, we don't close these guys. You can't allow him to cross that ball. You should be forcing a throw in there. There's good steal there. Beautiful steal from Casemiro. Kobe. Again, Casemiro. Beautiful football there. 1-2. Garnacho. What does he do? Finds Diogo Dalot. Quite flat footed. Forced back. Casemiro. Weak cross. Trying to locate Hoyland, but that was a tight position. I don't think Hoyland would have done so much with such a ball, Ah, again, Luton trying to get us on the counter again. But we create a lot of spaces. We create a lot of spaces in the middle. We allow, like, we just follow our players, just follow the ball. And what Luton is doing is like they know how we big collateral damage. One pass from the other end, because where the ball goes is where we go. I don't know whether you guys are observing the same thing. We follow the ball. All our players just follow the ball. There is no decentralization of roles in this team. I don't know. There is no decentralization of roles in this Eric Ten Hag team. Possession, they are still leading 59-41. We tried to narrow it a bit. It was 62-38 at some point. But you see, our possession doesn't look good at all. We just have little moments, little moments. Our players spend most of the times running and chasing the ball. Where it goes is where all players run. Where it goes is all players run to work. So they end up being tired. Even when they get the ball, they can't keep it for so long. We are still playing survival football, honestly. We are still playing survival football. Even when we win, I don't like what I've seen. The first 26 minutes for me are not good. We are effective because we've got a good striker, Hoyland. Our goals are because we've got a good striker, not because that team is playing well. Again, they're enjoying the possession. That was a bad tackle on foul on Kobe. Bruno, it's a bad pass. It's a bad pass. Regardless, Garnacho getting it was a bad pass from Bruno, but okay, pressure is still on. Again, bad pass from Garnacho to Hoyland. Bruno tries to have, come on, there are three legs around him, Bruno. Wrong decision. We panic when we get the ball. We panic because we don't have a proper game plan. I think Luton has a game plan. We don't have a game plan. We are dancing to their rhythm. Luton is dictating the tempo of the game. They are in control. We are dancing to Luton's rhythm. Sad. It's sad. There you go again. This Luton team is such a good team. I've honestly not watched so much of their games. They are such a good team. Look at that. Hmm. Hmm. This game, eh? We are just running with the ball. We don't play football. Is this how? Guys, honestly, if Sir Jim Ratcliffe is watching this game, Ten Hag is in trouble. And regardless the result, I've been telling you guys there is no reason for us not to beat Luton when we have Rasmus Højlund. It's not about winning. If Sir Jim watched Arsenal, watched Man City, and is watching this game, Ten Hag is in trouble. Wow. We are leading, but not the best team. Yes, the best team is trailing. We are leading because of, of Højlund, not because of Manu. We are leading because of Højlund. Those are Højlund's goals. Again, there you go. Look at the acres of space in the middle. Survival football. Our midfield is panicking. Like we're playing against Messi, Javi, and Iniesta. Offside. Yes, Waso, you're right. The best team is trailing. You see, the way we are playing, we are like, you see, when you are kids, when you're learning to play football, you just follow where the ball goes. Every one of you runs where the ball is. You end up seeing Diogo Dalot as a striker because that's where the ball is. We are all over the place. There is no decentralization of roles. This is the problem of the manager. You've got good players, but you're deploying them to play poor football. They're all over the place. Look at the midfield. Kobe Maino is just running around everywhere. He's everywhere. He's all over the place. Bruno is all over the place. Again, there we go again. And these guys are so comfortable. They are so comfortable. They are calm. They are trading, but they know the goal will come. Look at the spaces. If only they were a little faster and quicker with their feet. A better team with more talented players will hammer us. Playing like this. Look at that. See, we are almost conceding another city goal. Through the middle, through the same place. But to come all this pressure, each player should have a role. And this thing of saying players should play for each other, like we all run together. When you have the ball, we all run and rush. We are rushing. We are all over the place. No, decentralized roles, because one single pass into a big space. Look at the disorganization. Look at the acres of space between our players. Now it's Garnacho in the middle. Now there is no organization at all, especially in the midfield. A midfield that has Kobe Maino, Bruno, and Casemiro. Ten Hag is making these players look bad. This is the coach. This is the coach. This is not the players. It's the coach. Honestly, Ten Hag is not good enough. He's not good enough. Even if we win this game, by the way, Ten Hag is not good enough. I wouldn't keep him if he's not good enough. Because he doesn't learn. For me, he doesn't learn. Anyone who doesn't learn and they just keep repeating the same thing, you do the same thing, even when they're. Mm-mm, mm-mm. We're playing like a village team. This football can't beat Man City. Those spaces we create like that. At least our prediction is right already. That Hoyland will score at least a brace. There you go. We are panicking, as if we are playing Barcelona, prime Barcelona or Real Madrid. We are panicking. Now, why was he committing such a foul? This Casemiro will even be given a red card one of these days. He's tired. The guys are tired. They are just running all over like headless chicken. Why would they want they commit silly fouls like that? They are tired because of how the manager makes them play. So what's the argument about? That was a foul. Move on. Casemiro is so tired. It's only 36 minutes. Is it what? 38 minutes. But he's so tired. It's like he's been climbing Mount Kilimanjaro 20 times while sprinting. He's so tired he can't even breathe. Because of how we play, there is no decentralization of roles. An organized team decentralizes roles. You can have that one player who is good, who can play the free role, but most of the players should play in a structure. There is no structure. We play without a structure. We need Dan Ashworth like yesterday. Eric Ten Hag can't work without it. He needs a structure. If he's good, look at. I thought it was going to go, but I think possession now should be 70-30. Casemiro is also disappointed in himself. It's a shaming, guys. These goals should be completely credited to Hoyland. No footballer, no player at United should take any credit for the goals we've scored. It is just Hoyland's brilliance. And it's good, at least he's shining. For him, he's shining, he's doing his part. But this Ten Hag, making good players look good. I feel bad seeing Maino because honestly, the mistakes we are making are from Maino's department where he should be blocking. But it's because Eric Ten Hag tells him to keep running and going forward. Now, Casemiro is going to come off. Yeah, see Eriksen is warming up. Casemiro is coming off because he's a red card. He's one foul away from a red card. Because we're panicking. He can make all the substitutions, bring on whatever Eriksen. But if we keep playing like that, wow, beautiful, strong football from Hoyland. Hoyland has suffered with this team. Now look, you see where Kobe Maino is. Look at where Kobe is. Look at where Kobe is. Yeah, we are getting a red card. Casemiro should be brought off. That's why you saw Christian Eriksen warming. But you see, the reason Casemiro will get these red cards is because Eric Ten Hag makes him cover so much ground, but the guy is old, he can't even run. But even no single player, even Kobe at 18, you cannot play one holding midfielder in the Premier League and you don't force players to make such fouls. Or you cannot play players like this. Oh, beautiful pass there. You cannot play players like this, just chasing the ball every second, and you don't expect them to get tired. Look at that space. Look at how Kobe is tired. Look at how Kobe. Another foul. Another foul. Do you know why those fouls are coming? It's because the defenders are overexposed. The midfielders are not told to stay and protect their spaces, so they're exposing these Maguires. So what will he do? I should be. I Eric Ten Hag should leave substitutions. Eric Ten Hag needs to leave these tactics and whatever team organization to someone else. He's not good enough. Wow. Wow. It's so disappointing. This is so disappointing. It's 1 minute to half time. Look at Rashford. Mbappe's replacement. Mbappe's replacement. Better not be injured. Please don't be injured. Please. Please. Don't be injured. Please. Please, we need you fit. We need to sell you fit. Thank you. Come up. Someone should come and pull him up. No, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. What did they do to him? Get up, get up, man. Be a man. Be a man. You have, there is money. You want to waste our money. Be serious. Mbappé's replacement. 4 minutes of added time. Yes. We better, Ten Hag better reorganize this team in the second half. Otherwise, this survival football against Luton. Lindelof again coming in for Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw should be sold. There you go. Almost in again. Where did it come from? Where did they pass? Again, where did they pass? Same place, same position. They are exposing poor Maguire and Varane. Lindelof coming in for Luke Shaw. Now this Luke Shaw should just, we love him, but Luke Shaw should just, we just need to sell or give out Luke Shaw. Let's allow, let's not force Luke Shaw. We have enough problems to deal with than to try and be patient with a player who is injured all the time. One half after 6 months and you're injured again. Really, nothing against him. Beautiful chest foot. There is no single United game I've watched where Kobe Mino doesn't put the ball on the chest. I think it's his most interesting thing in football. He does it so nicely well. Let's go into that break, honestly. Let's just take the break. %59% against 41 possession. What a poor game. By the way, this performance, this display, and for me, I've been looking out for the display, not the score. I knew that Ireland would score goals, but the display for me is one of the worst. It's taking me back to that the first half of the season when we had so many injuries. We can't be having 99% or the biggest core of our best players and we're playing like this. It can't happen. Against Luton. Survival football against Luton. We are playing survival football against Luton. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Diogo Dalot, better score that. Get that in, Garnacho. Penalty. Would be the last kick. Beautiful feet from Kobe. He loses it. Ref time. We need that break to reorganize. We need that halftime whistle. We need it more than the team trailing. If we continue like this in the second half, we are going to get beat. We won't win this game. If we continue like this in the second half, we are not winning this game. What a poor display from Manchester United, and what a clever player Rasmus Højlund is. What a painful game to watch. After a scrappy first couple of minutes, where we got 2 goals, quick goals from Højlund, thanks to his brilliance, United has been playing survival football from the start of the game. Survival football against Luton. They are dominating possession. They are passing the ball more. They know they have a game plan. They are patient. They are sure they will get the goals. Manchester United, we are just running around like a village team, just chasing the ball. When it goes up, we go. When it goes up, all players go. When it goes the other side, we go. What? What? Ten Hag is the biggest fraud, by the way. Ten Hag is fast becoming the biggest fraud in the Premier League, by the way. This is one of the poorest displays I've seen by Man United this season. It's one of them. This first half is one of our poorest displays. There's nothing. There's no pattern. There's no pattern. There's nothing. What can we, with the exception of the brilliance of Rasmus Højlund, what is there for us to talk about in the first half? And the problem is because there is no discipline in how we play. There is no organization. That's the word. There is no organization. We have no game plan. Well, is the game plan to leave them on the ball and we just keep chasing the ball and steal it, give it to Højlund, and we hope that he scores? If that's the game plan, then Ten Hag should be out before the end of the season. Because against Luton, you cannot have no game plan. If any, you cannot have such a silly game plan. You cannot let them dominate the ball because we are away. We should be happy now because we are leading. But the display for me, the result, and we shall win this game, by the way. There is no doubt. We shall win this game. But if we win it performing like this, having to rely on the brilliance of a poor 21-year-old Højlund, a new guy at the club, no, it's not good enough. Honestly, put yourself in Sergeant Ratcliffe's shoes. Would you be happy by what you've seen, by that display from Erik ten Hag's team? He's making good footballers look bad. He's making players panic. The way we play is creating panic within us that we are now being forced to commit silly fouls that are soon going to gift a red card to Luton. Casemiro is so exposed. The guy is what, 40? Yeah? The guy is so old. You cannot let him play alone like that. The poor 18-year-old boy is running and covering a lot of yards by himself. He's covering acres and acres of yards. He's covering acres of yards, Kobe. That he's beginning, we are almost conceding goals from his zone. But that's because the manager is not telling him to stay. There is no reason why Kobe has to go and, we have seen him, I think, enter the box about 4 times or even more. He's always close to the edge of the box. Why? He does not. He's a holding midfielder. He should be behind this way with Casemiro waiting. No, Casemiro, Kobe himself, they all commit down. When it goes up, they all commit up. And then their positioning is funny. At 1 minute, Bruno is like a sweeper in 1 minute. But this is our number 10. What is the number 10 doing in a sweeping position when you've got 2 holding midfielders? What tactics are those? Who is then going to... What's the game plan? That puzzle, the puzzle should be done by the forwards. That Rashford can keep switching with Højlund, who can become a winger. Then Rashford becomes a false nine at certain moments in the game. Then we have Garnacho switching to the left. Then this one goes to the right. Those ones can keep making those runs between themselves instinctively. But the gist of the team, the midfield, where you win battles, you would sit there together with who else would play in that midfield? Is it Mike Essien? Remind me. Play with next to Mike Essien. There are 2 holding midfielders there. Then these Joe Coles, Duff, or Robbins would keep switching from the wings. That is how you manage decentralization of roles. But if you have every player having to defend, having to what, that's why you're going to end up having very tired players. Casemiro could not breathe at some point. So they are playing against a very confident group of young players who are putting on good runs. So if you can't catch your man, the one thing you have got to do is to foul them. Or you're going to expose the defenders, Harry Maguire, and you're going to force him. It will be inevitable. They are going to commit fouls, and there will be a red card, there will be a penalty, there could be a free kick at the edge of the box. So we are watching these games like we are sitting on toilet seats under pressure, with a lot of pressure at the edge of our seats. Why? Against Luton, what will happen on the 3rd of March if Man City comes at us? Mm-mm. Ten Hag's tactics, eh? No, 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 no. Ten Hag's tactics. So I saw Christian Eriksen warming up. He's probably coming on for Casemiro. He's probably coming on for Casemiro. But you see, Eriksen is going to play with Kobe. Then again, this is what Ten Hag is going to do. He's going to make Kobe Maino sit alone, replace Casemiro as the holding midfielder alone. Then Eriksen will also be all over. What's the change? Still, he's going to expose Kobe the same way. Poor boy will also be forced to commit fouls. What is this? Poor game management, lack of a proper game plan. Is it too much fear and respect for a small team like Luton? I don't get it. It is bad. Nonetheless, give credit to Hoyland. That second goal, and it looked so intentional. It was actually going out. It was going out. But the way he just sent it in with his chest, beautiful. Beautiful. The goalkeeper had no chance with that. Beautiful football. Wow. Wow. Hoyland won't stop scoring in a bad team, in a disorganized team that is playing without order. The boy is scoring. He keeps scoring goals. For him, he's doing his part, leaving his mark, making his impact. But Ten Hag is disappointed. Look at that. Uh, look at Kobe. Kobe is always caught offside, caught off guard, caught in the wrong places. Always. Look at that. He has to run and sprint back because he was caught in Bruno's areas. But there is a lot of space. Look at the acres of space around him. Then we've got very poor man markers. Look at this guy, the guy with that afro, whatever his name is. I don't know most of these Prison players, but this guy is shot 14 with the afro, and Morris will score. This was the player to watch coming into this game. Erik ten Hag is exposing his team. So for me, the only change Ten Hag needs to make is not even substitution, just reorganize the team. It's not the personality, it's how the people are deployed. Just reorganize them. I cannot even blame Onana for conceding that header. He tried to make his body wide and spread it, but it was close. It came just under his arm. Look at that foul from Casemiro. Look at him. Casemiro is not fit. Eh? He's not yet fully fit, but also Casemiro looks rusty. He just needs to go as well in the. Look at that foul from Maguire. It's like a frustrated foul. It's like out of frustration. Look at that. Like out of frustration. So Harry Maguire is also now one card away from a red card. But you see, if we keep playing like this and inviting these guys again, the red card is near. Like what Alan said, the red card is looming. The red card soon for United against Luton. They have dominated possession. They have had the better chances. They have had better patterns. They have looked clearly like have a game plan. Like they have a game plan. United doesn't look at all like we have a game plan. What are we doing? Let me see what Ten Hag does in the second half. Luke Shaw is off. I think we just honestly need to give up on Luke Shaw. I honestly think so. Kenny Katuram said it yesterday. I think we just need to give up on Luke Shaw. That's the reality. Wow. I came with all this fire, but what a disappointment of the first half. My only joy is in Hoyland. And I cannot be happy. I cannot be happy about survival football against such a team with the squad we have. Mm-mm. I cannot be happy. We look like we are progressing, then we go back. Progressing, then we go back. Same old nonsense. That's United for you. That's Man United for you. Wow. Wow. But that said, there are some positives to look at. Kobe Maino still looks to be in the mood. And guys, I've been talking about Kobe. I don't want to sound like I'm contradicting myself. We have Kobe's areas where he should be as the second holding midfielder are the ones being exploited, but it's not because he cannot do or cover those spaces. It is because of how he's deployed to play. He has to keep going forward. And unfortunately, he tries to come back, but I mean, he's human. But when he's on the ball, he's bowling. I've just seen Ian Wright post that he has to be in the next England squad. He has to be a starter. That's obvious. If he's going to be an English player anyway, he can choose to play for his native Ghana. But there's no question about that. But tests are going to follow for Luke Shaw after a new injury that he has got. He has gone straight out. He didn't even go into the substitutes area. Wow, this is interesting. Maybe I saw Ericsson warm up. I think it should be Amrabat who should be coming on for Casemiro instead. I think it should be Amrabat coming on, not Ericsson, because then again, what is Ericsson going to do? But you see, Eric Ten Hag's mind always thinks about attacking and attacking. So sometimes the best way to attack is to defend, and sometimes the best way to defend is to organize your midfield, if not most of the times. You don't defend with defenders, defend with organization and order. No order. There is no order. No order. There is no order. There is no order. Wow. United has no manager. Someone is saying that Anthony should come on as a left back. Anthony should come on as a left back. Better left back than a winger. Hmm. Bring on the second half. Me, I think I've been disappointed enough. I would save my breath for my breath for what more misery is about to come. But Jesus Christ, what a poor performance from what should be a strong team. Ah, Casemiro should be off. Maguire should be off as well. Those two are a second away from a red card. But for me, I don't think it's the substitutions. So here are the substitutions. Evans is on for Maguire. And Scott McTominay on for Casemiro. Ten Hag. Let me see now how he's deploying Scott. Let me see where Scott is playing. Again, back to a single pivot. So Kobe Maino is now playing the Casemiro role alone. Hmm. Second half is on. Now I'm telling Rita, can't we keep a clean sheet? Must we always be conceding goals? God. Well, we can't keep a clean sheet playing like this. We can't keep a clean sheet playing like this. So what he has done now, maintain the same mess, but now different people. Because the same reasons why Casemiro and Harry Maguire were getting those cards and were looking close to a red card is the same reason Johnny Evans and Scott McTominay will still be. And now not Scott, now Maino, because he's now the one sitting behind. Let me see. Scott looks like he's playing deep. I hope he has changed it. Yeah. Now what is Scott? Where is Scott running to? Just running. Did Scott warm up? He's looking like he's warming up on the pitch. Again, we're allowing them time on the ball. Touching practice for Nana. Wow. I need something to eat. This game is starving me. Beautiful pass from Hoyland. Let's see what Garnacho does. Good football there. Done. Bruno. Ah. What is Scott doing there? Kobe. This Kobe calmness is such a beautiful thing to watch. Kobe is there passing the ball. This should be a goal. This should be a goal. What is this? What's this? Dalot. Beautiful run from Diogo. What a ball from Onana. Beautiful ball from Onana. What a ball from Andre Onana. What a ball. But how are you missing that? That should be a goal. Crossing. Okay. That was close. Onana was watching. Back then, that would have been a goal. Back then, that would have been a goal. Onana is looking improved, but overly exposed. Beautiful. Oh, wow. Offside. Yes. Good decision. Good decision. I think we look a little calmer in these few minutes in the second half. Good football, good turn there from Diogo Dalot. Nice pass. Fine Scott. Good one too. You lose it again, as always. Hoyland, powerful there from him. Beautiful football from Hoyland, powerful display there. Evans and Varane. Two Muzei Wakazis being shielded by one 18-year-old. Another crossing. What a header. Pressure. It's an offside. Now, Mutemi, please forget about clean sheets. Now, one simple pass to this Afro guy, shot 14, can cause problems for us. Good ball in. Hoyland. Beautiful ball control there. Strong as the word. Try to pick out Alejandro Garnacho with his weak right foot. But okay, they're coming back at us, guys. These guys are all over us. Luton has the more dangerous chances. You feel like they're soon getting a goal. I hate to say it, but if we are to be honest, every moment feels like they are one kick away from their equalizer. It's a corner. Pressure. Are you feeling the heat? Pressure kwa pressure. Relentless pressure from Luton. Imagine 17th place team making us ask for water. Let me have it. Luton are enjoying themselves. These players will go, I think, had a nice conversation, some banter in the dressing room, even when they are trading. They must have been saying, this is our meat. Let's enjoy it in the second half. And they are clearly enjoying themselves. Man United players are just suffering. This is how you play a final. Eric Ten Hag said every game is like a final. This is not a final. This is a survival. Crossing, well cleared, still not out of danger. This Afro man. Beautiful cut in. Beautiful football. Beautiful football from Luton. Beautiful football. Chong. Chong is enjoying himself. Counter here. Marcus Rashford. Nice flick there. Ah, powerful shot. That was a good effort from Rashford with his weaker left foot on the counter. Oh, that's a powerful shot. Good effort. Decent effort from Rashford. Well done. That was a decent effort. But Chong is causing us problems. 13 goal attempts for Luton, 10 for Man United, 3 shots for Luton on target, 5 for Man United. Kobe is nice still there. Scott has been silent, largely silent, but that's him. Beautiful turn there. Finds Hoyland. What does Marcus Rashford do? Bruno, weak left foot. You have all the space for yourself. Bruno rushed there, I think. I think it was a wrong decision for him to shoot. He rushed a bit. He was alone. I also think Alejandro Garnacho needs some rest. This is why you bring in Amad Diallo. This is Diallo time. Nice pass, Garnacho. Ah, weak. Oh, phew. Okay. Some danger coming our way. Oh, captain being overly ambitious. Two one, 59 minutes. Isn't it the time where we bring in Amad Diallo? Isn't this Diallo time? Diallo gifted the ball in a bad area. Morris, quick still there. Hoyland, what a turn. What a turn. What a pass from Garnacho. One touch, Bruno. What a pass from Garnacho. What a turn from Hoyland. I love Hoyland. Wow. That should have been, I think, one touch from Bruno. But the ball maybe was a bit far. Wow. Okay, we are beginning to mount a bit of pressure. But Eric Ten Hag is disappointed in the boys. He should be more disappointed in himself, honestly. Should be more disappointed in himself, Ten Hag. Not the boys, not the players. Weak, beautiful corner from Bruno. What a weak effort from Garnacho. That was a beautiful corner from Bruno Fernandes. Extremely beautiful. Excuse me. This performance is even making me sick, guys. What's that? What did it do to him? Chong again is cooking. Garnacho. I think Garnacho should be coming off. Ahmad should be warming up right now. Ahmad should be warming up. I wonder how many substitutions we've made so far. I think I've lost count. We brought on Evans, Casemiro off, Luke Shaw off. Ahmad should be warming up. Bruno, Garnacho. Ah, no! Don't lift it. Some good play there for mentality, but Chong, a bit desperate there. Wish I still on Chong again. I don't like seeing Chong on the ball. He's our biggest threat. Corner. Wow. This game is really making me sick. I feel sick. Someone call a doctor. Somebody call a doctor. This game is making me sick. It's a corner. Why isn't Ahmad Diallo warming up? Someone tell me he's warming up. There you go. Okay, nice catching practice for Nana. Why isn't Ahmad Diallo warming up? Hoyland. If it stays like this, obviously Hoyland is the man of the match. Just because the man of the match usually has to come from the winning team. Another one. Garnacho must be barring this one. Garnacho must be squaring this one. What's this? What is this? What just happened there? Why isn't Amad Diallo warming up? Garnacho has just shown for so long that he's so rusty. How did he not score that? Beautiful pass from Rashford, his own side, and why any world-class player should be scoring that? And this pass to Bruno. Why is he? God. I feel sick right now. Guys, I need a doctor. I need a doctor right now. That's a sitter. I need a doctor right now. I need a doctor right now. I can't get up, guys. I can't feel my feet. What was that? What was that? Are these players serious? Are they hungry for a win? Guys, this performance just made me sick. This just made me sick. I honestly don't think I hate to say it. I don't think we are favorites to win this game anymore. What was that from Garnacho? What? Ahmad should be coming on immediately. Eric Ten Hag should be sending a message to Garnacho. Ahmad should be coming on immediately. And now Luton are beginning to feel confident. If he had scored that, game done. If that was in the back of the net, game done. Done. They can't recover. They are done. Go home. Yes, you played well, you passed the ball, but go home. It's done. But now they are back in the game. They are re-energized. Beautiful defending there from Kobe. Wow. Nice pass from Bruno. Rashford. Don't fall. Get up. Ah, get up. Isn't this our first free kick? 20 minutes to go. Whoa! Beautiful from Bruno. Beautiful take. Kobe. Kobe again. Oh! Referee plays the advantage. What does Rashford do? Finds Garnacho the wasteful one. Kobe again. Garnacho. Oh, okay, that was some good football. That's the best football we've played so far, I think. That was our best display so far. That was our best display so far. God, I need an orange, guys. I need an orange. I need an orange. I just told you this performance is making me sick. Why isn't Ahmad coming on? Throw Ahmad in. Excuse me. Throw Ahmad in the mix. Okay. I'm catching a flu. I don't know from nowhere. I've got my orange here with me. I hope it helps. Well, the orange might help, but the performance is not helping at all. Garnacho off, Ahmad on. Garnacho off, Ahmad on. That's the substitution to make, Eric. Guys, I've caught a cold. I don't know from where. But I mean, would you blame me with this performance? Would you blame me? 18 minutes to go. Chong is off. Wow. Thank goodness. Sixteen attempts against 16. 7 on target for Manu. 4 for Luton. Ah, God. This performance has just made me sick. That's a risky pass from Kobe. Those diagonal passes. What a tackle. No! Really? What kind of fall is that? How is that a fall? How on earth is that a foul? How on earth is that a foul? How on earth is that a foul and a card? Wow. This is the worst refereeing I've seen in a United game for a long time. How is that a foul? The boy should be credited for such a brilliant tackle. Wow. So I almost finished. But Onana, wow. How did Onana just do that with that pass to Varane? I don't get it. Ah, Ireland's hat trick! Ireland's hat trick! Wow. Poor refereeing. Good run from Rashford. But Maino is such a baller. Almost, Hoyland was almost getting his hat trick. That was close. Hoyland needs to be a little more clinical. I don't think Van Persie would miss such a chance. Those are things he needs to improve. Maino, goodness. Kobe, Kobe, goodness, Kobe, goodness, Kobe. Let me just enjoy Kobe. If it's really missed, let me just enjoy Kobe and Hoyland. Clearly, Ahmad will never come on. Guys, in these last minutes, we just need to enjoy Kobe and Hoyland. Rashford has had a decent game as well. Wow. Oh, wow. 11 games of normal time to play. What a game. Offside. Nice call. Wow. The second half has looked more calm for us, I think. More organized with Scott coming on. We are playing under less pressure. Nice. We are playing under what? What's the card for? How many cards is this guy going to give out? This referee, eh? Luton are the first to nearly every 50-50 ball. That has to be the most worrying aspect of the way Man United play for Ten Hag. Unless it changes that, the team will never be more than the sum of their very expensive parts. That's interesting. That's a very interesting one. And it's true. So we have unfocused players. Our reflexes are bad except Kobe. Nice. But Luton are relentless. Luton are so relentless. Who is following that up? Oh, beautiful. Oh, Hoyland. Kobe. 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 With his touch of the ball. Kobe. 8 minutes of normal time. I wonder how many more minutes will be added on. I'm seriously getting a cold out of nowhere. This game is really making me sick, really. It's really making me sick. Luton still putting the pressure on. Another chance for a shot. Goes wide. That's a corner. Took a deflection on someone there. Pressure. And the fans begin to cheer on now. Luton always make it so difficult for anyone, but I think we've respected them so much. They always make it difficult for everyone, but we've respected them so much. Counter. Ganacho, go on, take them on. Pass the ball. Ah. Sometimes I feel like Ganacho wants to go off, but Eric Ten Hag just won't pull him off. What a substitution. So he wants to manage the game. Against a team that is coming at you like that. Instead of bringing on a man to keep them more busy up top. I think Ganacho's contract says he can't be substituted. Otherwise, Another card. This time not ours, okay. This guy has enjoyed giving away cards. I hope he's left with any. Guys, excuse my cold. The game has just made me sick. Offside. Ah, Amrabat. Let's see what Amrabat does in these remaining minutes. Bruno is being slow. Spanish and selfish. Good ball control there, though. Oh, that was close. That was close. Ah, Amrabat closes in. Many bodies in the middle. It's pressure. It's pressure time. Nice pass from Rashford to Garnacho. Very poor pass from Garnacho. Try and pick up. Was that Evans? Corner. Wow. Luton have enjoyed. This could be their best game of the season. It would be too bad for them to lose it. We played really bad, especially in the first half. Second half maybe looked a bit better. First half was so bad. It's the 90th minute. Corner for Luton. Someone has just said, looks like Ten Hag finally allowed Anthony isn't Brazilian after all. 4 minutes of added time. This one should be done really. But regardless, we are not happy. Another corner. Garnacho is tired, but Ten Hag just won't put him off just even to waste time and bring on Ahmad. He won't do it. No way. Scrappy victory. Very scrappy victory. Garnacho is tired. Garnacho is tired. Nice pass from Bruno. Good play there from Rashford. And Garnacho at it again. He's tired. We are entering the final minute. This could be the last attack for Luton. Last chance for an equalizer. We surely can tame this one. Just under 50 seconds to go. Goal kick. Is it a corner again? There was a deflection on it. It's a corner. What a spirited, good display from Luton. The attacking threat in the last 30 minutes. What? That was so close. What a jump. It hit the crossbar. Did Onana have a touch on it? No, he did. Wow, that was so close. That was so close. Wow. Time up. Ref time. Ref time. Ref time. Last attack. Where is Evans going? Hey. Ref time. Well cleared by Amrabat and it's done. Hoyland! Hoyland, the island! Ahmad is not happy at all. He's not smiling even after the win. He didn't get even a second. Ten Hag shouldn't be happy about that. What a scrappy win. What a scrappy victory. We cannot celebrate that. I shouldn't say any United player happy except Hoyland and Kobe. You know what? Let me work on myself. I'll be back with the match reaction later. 2-1 Manchester United. So what's the log like now? So 44 points now, 3 points shy of Tottenham. And 5 points shy of Aston Villa. 5 points shy of the top 4. Hoyland, obvious man of the match. Wow.